Al-Masna' border crossing has new arrivals almost every minute. For nearly 2 years, it was Syrians fleeing the war in their country. Now it's Palestinians coming from the Yarmouk refugee camp near Damascus, where fighting has forced thousands of people to run for their lives. About 2,000 refugees have crossed into Lebanon so far, and they have no specific place to go to. This is Al Jalil camp. It's one of 3 refugee camps where the Palestinians coming from Syria are being received. Up to 550 families have arrived here during the last few days. But they're scattered throughout the camp. We had to go from house to house looking for them. Most are staying with relatives. Others have had to rent whatever cramped space they could find, like Abu Khalil and his 12-member family. They pay $100 a month for a 5-square-meter room. 2 of Abu Khalil's daughters were wounded in an attack on the Yarmouk camp in July, but he decided to flee only last Sunday from what he described as horrible bloodshed in the camp.
We fled from the house as fast as we could. We escaped through the window because the main door was being hit by shelling. I was mostly worried for my children and the women. There was constant shelling around us. That was the only way to save our lives.
Refugees say they get little help. A UN agency responsible for helping the refugees is trying to register them and says it has started to distribute some aid. What the UN and others will probably find more difficult to help with is the psychological toll on these young refugees. Some volunteers in the camp, though, are giving it a try. Old refugees are also vulnerable. This is the second exodus for Abu Mu'taz. He was 8 in 1948 when his family was forced out of their home in Palestine when the State of Israel was created. He tells me he simply doesn't want to remember anything anymore. Nor does he want to talk. Mohamed Vall, Al Jazeera, Al Jalil refugee camp, Lebanon.